Well, hello. Hello and good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening. Depends on where and when you're watching. It is certainly morning here. I've got the flash going so that you can actually see me. That way it's a little bit better, I think. But then also being in the dark, I don't like being in the dark. I like being in the light. So yes, I've got the light on. And we're watching, well, we'll be watching the sunrise here. I'm Stephen Smith, and this is Live with Nature. And I'm coming live from Sarasota, Florida, home of the #1 beach in the USA. It's been voted that twice. Siesta Key. It's an awesome place. So I hope everybody is doing well today, because by now in Australia, it's evening, okay? And I'm just, waiting for the sun to come up and I've been getting my day started. I got up pretty early. I got to kind of get out of the mode of getting up so really super early and then get up still early because, I go through a normal routine. I think a routine is really important. I try and stick to my routine, and that is getting up early, and it is listening to motivational videos the very first thing I do after the coffee is made. And so I listen to the motivational videos, and then from there what I do is try and do some catch up on the social thing and respond to people's comments and messages and watch other people's videos and just take care of that responsibility I feel that I have. And then I get myself ready to come on up and do this and do Live with Nature, whether it's here or whether it's wherever it is. It's important to me, and it's an opportunity to connect with nature, and that's what it's about. I like to connect with nature. I'm very much of an outdoors kind of guy, and it's fun for me, and I love bringing it to the world. And I say thank you, Facebook, for giving me the opportunity to even do this. So I want to say thank you to everybody that comes on and watches this live broadcast. I want to say thank you to all of those people that come and watch the replay. And do stay tuned or come back later. Watch the end, particularly because I always say a prayer, and I'm praying for myself, I'm praying for you, and just praying for the manifestation of our dreams and our goals. It's all about, for me, bringing this connection and praying for us and just enjoying the sounds. Now, I am mic'd up right now, but I'll unhook this mic because I know that it kind of mutes all of the beautiful noises that are going around. I keep on using that word. I must change that. The beautiful music, not noises, because it's not noisy. It's just beautiful. So I need to unmic here in a moment, and that's what I will do. I'll use it for my intro because I think that the quality of my voice recording is a little bit better than me just speaking into the speaker on the phone. And in the meantime, I know that our time is valuable. I know that all people cannot stay here for the entire broadcast, and I understand that, but do feel free to make comments. Do feel free to go ahead and share this video out. Hit the like button, smash the love button, and if you want to, feel free to go on up to YouTube. We've got well over 90 videos uploaded on YouTube for you to just sit back at your convenience and leisure and listen to nature here in Sarasota, Florida. And I also, I want to make sure that everybody knows how much I really appreciate them taking time to do this. Because as I said, time is valuable. As the saying goes, time is money too. It can be. But time is important for ourselves. And quickly, I'm going to just make a comment. I was chatting with a friend this morning, and he expressed the fact that he was tired. It triggered my thinking. I mentioned to him about the concept of hurt, H-U-R-T, hurt. And hurt is this, in my mind. It is hungry, angry, lonely, and tired. And I'll tell you what I did. I just sent him a message and I said, if you're hungry and you're tired, what you should do is this: get something to eat, get some rest, and then he'll feel better. And don't fall prey to that concept of hurt, because it's a bad spot to be in, to be hungry or angry and lonely and tired. And I know that we can change that if we just take care of ourselves. Our health is very important to us, for us to continue to function and be able to carry on and do the things that we need to do. I know that this Facebook and social and all of this thing with the internet can be really addictive. It can be. And I found myself in a situation where, God, I wasn't getting any sleep hardly at all, and maybe a couple hours, and I was wearing myself out. And so I made a change. I did. But what I've done is been pretty consistent about coming in with this Live with Nature, and I think that it's a great opportunity to connect. Thanks for joining me. I'll just get out of the picture now. I will take a look at the comments, and like I said, if you can't stay with me, go back, check out the prayer, just listen to the whole thing, because we will have the birds, the crickets are going. We do have lions sometimes roaring in the background. We have rabbits sometimes that come up and join us. And so let's just enjoy that. And I hope you're feeling good. And I hope maybe if you're not, that this will help you feel a little bit better. Certainly, I use this for introspection. I use it to repeat my I am statements, positive I am statements, affirming my truths about myself and who I am, and my positive affirmations, so that I can set the stage of my thinking to be in a positive thinking mode, and then allowing myself to open my mind so I can just learn and grow and just, work on being a better person every single day, but enjoying this moment right here, because that's all I have. All right. So let's just enjoy. I'll go ahead and disconnect here from the microphone. It's another beautiful day. It's clear as a bell. There's some clouds behind us here. There is, but there's none in the east where the sun is coming up. So I see Jim is here. Welcome, 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 Jim. Let me unplug this. You can hear the crickets, because that's what's going on right now. I need to put my glasses on so that I can actually see. If they weren't all fogged up. I'll never forget that. The first time my sunglasses had ever fogged up in my life, I happened to be I lived in Texas for about 4 years. East Texas, Tyler, Texas. And so I was in Houston, and I had the air conditioning rolling, and I was down there for a trade show. I happened to been in the healthcare industry for about, 15 years. And so I jump out of the truck, and what happens? My sunglasses fog up. I couldn't see nothing because it was cool in the truck, but certainly hot outside. Yeah, Texas can get super hot. It does. And Robert, welcome, Robert. And by the way, Robert, I would love to do a live broadcast with you a little bit later this morning. If you're available, I would love to do that. I want to talk about the Yes You Can Inspired to Achieve, which is coming up tomorrow. Yeah, I would love to do that. So if you can do that, I would much appreciate it. And I just want to say hi to Sonny, Lisa, Jim, Robert. Nostamber's with us. Oh, he's on the train now. Yes, my brother from the Shire, Nostamber Avi, is going to be there tomorrow. And he's going to see me live streaming from Sarasota. It's going to be pretty cool. Hopefully they'll pan him out into the... Adam, welcome. They'll pan into the... Jennifer, welcome. Into the crowd. Michelle, welcome. And they'll pan into the crowd maybe, and I'll get to see my buddy. So, yeah, that should be pretty cool. That should be really cool. Thank you, gosh, all these comments. That's so cool. So, yeah. Crickets. Crickets, crickets. Brian, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Awesome. I see that we've got quite a few viewers. Thank you so much, everybody that's coming. And by the way, I did want to mention thank you so much for everybody that does watch. And if we're not friends, go ahead, send me a friend request. Also tell me, what motivates you to want to be my friend. Is it the Live with Nature thing, or what specifically just motivated you to send me that request? Send me that request, and I do my best to try and review those and then acknowledge you. And particularly like yesterday, we had someone that wanted to come on live. Do send that to me if I'm not friends with you already, and then we can chat about that. Kathy, welcome. Good morning. Very good. All right, Robert. Hey, I'd love to do that live, and if you're available, that'd be so cool. I know you don't need any other reason than that. There's people that do that, and I primarily ask people I don't know that question, because it can be difficult to weed through the requests that are for real. Although I'm getting pretty good at it, it doesn't take much and doesn't take much time to figure out who's for real and who's not, because we get those. There's a lot of people out there stealing identities and coming across to you and trying to be your best friend, and they ask you for money. Can you help me? My grandmother died. My dog just got run over by the car, and I'm in a really bad way, and I need your help. Now, there's some legitimate people that do need help. I will admit that. And I want to try and help as many people as I can possibly help. I really do. That's what it is about. It is about love. Love is the best gift that we can share in the universe, as far as I'm concerned. It's also, if you happen to read the Bible, the most important fruits of the Spirit. Oh, wow. That, whatever it was, flew around me before the sun was even light out here. It's like, oh my gosh, what is it? A duck? Some kind of a big flying insect? Pretty much, Kathy. Pretty much, Kathy. You're pretty much right about that. I mean, yes, I will. Robert wants to come live, so I'm going to do that. And Robert, I'll speak about that in just a second.
Hello.
Robert,
I got
good
you.
morning.
Good morning.
You are on live with nature.
Wow, it looks bright in here, but it's not.
Where's your hat?
Oh, it's over there.
I love
Well,
that
then,
hat.
we'll just do the Kilroy look.
You look fine.
Hello, Zach. How you doing?
I am doing well. I'm doing well.
Hmm.
I am doing well. And I just realized because it finally got light enough that I knew that there were some vehicles up here yesterday, I guess. And they filled in all the trenches that were in the trails, it looks like. I don't know
What
that
do
you
you
can
guess?
see that necessarily yet, but yeah, they definitely did something. So yes, good morning, Robert. I appreciate you coming on live.
Yeah, no problem. I can't even read. I can't read the comments. Let me get some glasses. Oh, yeah. I thought I had misplaced my tactical flashlight that I just bought.
I'm just seeing the top of your head at this point there, Robert.
Yeah, that's all I want you to see.
That's the part that does all the magnificent stuff you do.
Yeah, that's about right, Kathy. That's about right. I'm proud of it.
Zach, good morning. I do appreciate that. So you are the, well, let's see. I've had only a few other viewers ever come on live that I brought on. And so you are the chosen few. And you know what? I only bring people that I really like and know.
Yeah, I unlocked this yesterday. It's just a flashlight. It's a reliable one that I have plenty of batteries lying around for. It uses an 18650 cell. You
Yeah.
have lots of things. And I woke up from a nap in my chair, of course, and I couldn't find it anywhere. So I asked the cat. She didn't know where it was. She wanted to look though, because she's naturally very curious. I messaged Sarah, "Do you know where my flashlight is?" No. So I looked under the table. I looked in the drawers, anywhere it might have flung when I passed out in the chair, because that's usually what
Right.
happens. It was under the pillow on my seat, and I didn't find that. I didn't. I even looked there. I lifted them up too, but obviously not far enough to see where it was, and I didn't feel it when I was sitting on the seat. Guess that's a sign I need to lose some weight, eh? Because that's sort of lumpy.
So, are you ready for tomorrow?
I know what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
I didn't. I think I'll just. I'll say it once to myself. I'll record it and look at it. And, yeah, I got a sense of something else last night that was. I mean, it was those girls having fun, so I should have expected something like that. But
Right.
Santella, Santella was getting it from Bradley, and I forgot who it was. He was saying Santella was looking like, but it was pretty funny.
Yeah, I missed that. It would have been fun. What I'd like to do with you, maybe a little bit later, if you're still up and around, is to I'd like to later do a separate video with you live, and we'll just kind of talk about the yes you can thing. I don't know
Oh,
that this is necessarily the place to do it,
yeah, yeah.
but yeah, I'm pretty excited.
My accent. I'm from Toronto.
I know, I know you are, eh?
Yeah. But I think people here accuse me of having a Midwestern accent.
Midwest.
And one guy used to call me damn Yankee all the time, even though unofficially is correct, but officially that is not true.
Right.
My mother's from Nashville, so
Me either. All I have to really do is get around my Canadian relatives, and before you know it, I'm talking just like a Canadian, you know. And I talk with, well, and they talk that way up in Michigan, they do, and North Dakota, you know.
no, I've not been to North Dakota. No.
I have too. I've been to Sioux City. We had a viewer the other day, and a friend of mine that lives up there. Yes.
Just checking my battery.
Probably, you know, and it's no disrespect, but probably put all the people that live in Sarasota in the entire state. But
Oh,
I'm not sure who Kathy's asking where you're from. Make sure everybody that's watching, if you want to, you know, feel free to
I'm
make
from
comments. Feel free to
Toronto,
go
Ontario.
ahead and tell us where you're watching from. Originally, of
I
course,
guess
I'm
you didn't
from,
believe me the first time.
huh?
I can't change that, Kathy. That's where I'm from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Canadian, is it? Well, yeah, I'm half Canadian.
My friend here in town always sends me messages. How's my Canuck friend doing? You know? And I respond, he's from Ohio, Buckeyes. And I always go, yeah, I'm doing just fine, Yankee.
Yeah, I'm over here with my Tim Hortons and my donut holes.
Yeah.
Because donut holes are a thing here.
Yeah. I think I don't know if I had told you, but my mom and my sister are up in Ontario right now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're visiting some relatives up there. So yeah, it's a beautiful morning here in Sarasota. Another beautiful morning.
Yeah.
It
It's comfortable to lean back in this chair.
is.
This is the broken one. It's not meant to be a recliner. An old bolt, right? But this is its default position now. No wonder I fall asleep in it.
Right.
That means I can sit here. All the hours I'm sitting here, I'm leaning forward on the edge of my seat, not because I want to, but because if I try to lean back, I'm like back here, and it's hard to reach the keyboard from back here.
It looks like you got a nice, comfortable executive chair there.
Oh, no, it was a Staples. It was. I thought it was on sale, but it wasn't that much on sale. I paid almost the full price for it. That's horrible, but it was still only like $180.
Really?
What I didn't think about was maybe I should check what the weight limit is before I buy it next time. Because the weight limit is 250 pounds, and I was 265 when I bought it. And the base, not the base for the wheels, but the base for the seat cushion, has somewhat of a crack in it when I sit on it, and that can hurt.
So I want to know, what do you like to do when you're out in nature?
Mother Nature.
Yes.
Depends.
Are you a camper?
No, I used to be. Oh yeah, as long as there was beer and bacon and eggs.
Beer, marshmallows, chocolate, and graham crackers.
Oh yeah, those two, but mostly beer.
Gotta make s'mores.
Yeah, as long as there was beer and a fire.
Yeah. Do you fish?
When I was younger, my mother's father loved to fish. So when we came down to Tennessee to visit, he'd take us up to the lake early in the morning. We'd fish, and I always caught sunfish most of the time. Can't do much with them if I throw them back.
Right.
It's like fishing is like playing a slot machine, really, in my mind.
Yeah. Well, they call it fishing, not catching. You know.
Mm-hmm.
They call it fishing for a reason, because you don't always catch.
Yeah, but it was good. I get stabbed by the spines of those sunfish more than one time.
I love fishing.
Hmm. Well, when I had my bicycle, I'd just go across to the park, um, but I'd go downhill through the really steep parts, but slowly, because it was just a cross country bike, not a downhill bike. And I'd go into the
Uh,
forest and make my way down the hill without falling off. Sometimes I go over the handlebars, but it all happens in slow motion because I'm going really slow and then just like leaning way back. But sometimes, if the back end starts to come up and you're going over, well, there's not much you can do about it. Just go over.
it made me think of a comment that I made the other day, which is, I think, so important, and that is to stop and smell the roses.
Mm. What?
And I realized that, and you can read about that in my book, but um, yeah, I was actually homeless at one point. I sure was. I created a bad situation for myself by my poor choices. But
Mm.
I was homeless. I'm walking down the street and watching all these cars just burning past me, right? I'm just walking, but what I recognized was that, because I was walking, I was actually seeing really what was going on around me and enjoying it, and recognize that when you're in a car and you're running down the road, you have no clue what's going on around you. You
Mm.
know, focused on your driving and the world's happening right in front of you and you don't even know it.
Yeah, I'm focused on my driving and everyone else is driving.
Yeah,
Uh,
right.
oh, I am, believe me. I'm gonna say because I used to drive the streetcars, right,
Right.
here in Toronto, and that is a very attention heavy task. Um, that right there, I didn't want to do it. They made me do that. They sent me down there. Um, I'm glad I did it though.
Is that in Toronto?
Yeah, it's in Toronto
I didn't
because
know
you
you had
yeah,
streetcars.
we still do.
Joni,
Um,
welcome.
and with those things, you can't steer out of the way. You don't have a steering wheel. You have a just a bar straight across, and then you have accelerator pedal, and brake pedal, and um, plus a
That's pretty
uh,
cool.
pedal that you keep your leg on.
And I've been
Or
on a streetcar, but it was in San Francisco.
mm, weird, a little different.
Now, for those that don't know that are watching, I've got Robert Brooker here, my Canadian friend who lives in Toronto, from my home province of Ontario,
Mm,
Canada.
yeah. One
So
thing that street.
we've got a worldwide audience here watching.
Oh, that's cool.
It's very cool.
I remember the first time I went live on YouTube, back when they lowered the standard to 100. Because before you needed live to do a live stream, and they changed it to 100, and I had 100, so I did a live stream, and I was back then I was still drinking, so I was having a few beers, seeing who popped up, and it was like there's a lot of young men in reclined positions wearing togas essentially, and then there was one guy didn't have turn his camera on, but he just bark orders at me and like play, and I was like, no, play, no. I think I cut him off. He just wouldn't stop. Then I met someone with a guitar from England, and he was playing some songs. We were chatting. We talked for an hour and a bit. Um, the other fellows, I didn't let them start what they seemed to be wanting to start. I shouldn't have been surprised though. I shouldn't have been. Um, but it was interesting that those are the guys that first popped up. I'm thinking they don't look like transit fans to me. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, because that's what my initial people that signed up, which subscribed to me, were all transit fans because my
Hmm.
first was the video about the subway,
Hmm.
and I'm not too worried about that at the moment because my attention is pulled in many different directions. Um, I'll do the speech Sunday. What else I do? I have to be concerned about making money, which was why I went into that online accelerator program.
Right.
I have to get working into that. I mean, started that. Um,
Well, we all have to make money, you know, most of us do, I think, you know, to pay our bills and take care of our daily needs and stuff.
yeah. Well,
But
I'm
I
thinking
enjoy,
of the flights.
go ahead.
Not the flight to England and the flight to Chicago 2 weeks before that.
Are you going over there in October?
I am.
Very cool.
I'll be on the stage for a wee bit, and so far that's how it is. Um,
Nice.
and in a magazine as part of the group. Oh, hello, Adam. Yeah, I haven't. Well, Facebook doesn't show me your posts very often, but if you notice, my friend count it kind of went nuts, and
Get it?
I'm not sure why, but yeah, it's off the scale now. Um, it's hard to keep track.
You're popular.
I guess that happens after a while. If you keep on keeping on and keep doing what you're doing, you do it consistently. I try to be consistent.
Right.
Not necessarily getting every live stream that I like to watch, but um, I'm here
Well,
every day at some point in time, anyways.
that's the key to anything that you want to achieve is, you know, it takes a lot of work. I don't like the word hard. A lot of people use the word hard work.
Mhm.
I
Oh no,
don't
it's not.
want to use it. Don't want to use that anymore. It's really not hard work, particularly if you love doing it. For me,
Yeah.
live with nature is not hard work. It takes work, but it's fun and I
Hmm.
enjoy it, and that's what makes it good for me.
Yeah, I think.
And go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say because what I'm doing is basically interacting with people in a positive way.
Yeah,
Now, maybe I'm
and that
just getting them in live streams or comments because I'm
well,
doing
that's
that all
what it's
the time.
about.
All this energy comes back to me, and I forget to sleep. And Bradley was kind of experiencing. He's been experiencing that too. Um, and I'm good at sleeping. Believe me, I'm good at sleeping. I can lie down on that bed, and I don't even have a full minute before I'm out. And I mean, like gone totally.
I was
And
speaking
I
to a friend earlier, and I said that on my intro, and I shared with him the concept of hurt, HURT, hurt.
was listening to that.
If have you ever heard of it?
Um, I listened as far as because I called my wife from here to the bedroom because I know her phone ringer is really loud, just to make sure she was awake because she has to leave soon. Um,
Welcome, Taylor.
yeah, you were
I
hurt,
was
and
saying
then
hurt, and
mhm,
it actually stands the acronym hurt, and I felt it was appropriate, and it stands for hungry, angry, lonely, and tired.
mm,
And it's easy to fall victim to that because I was mentioning how Facebook and social can be pretty addictive stuff, you know, and we like to be connected, and it's an awesome way to be connected.
indeed.
But, you know, I found myself in a situation where I wasn't getting much sleep, and I just had to make an adjustment to it, and I had to cut back and just put the priorities in order. And what evolved out of it really was doing this live with nature, which is so important to me. I love bringing people to Sarasota, watching the sun come up, starting a brand new day, and not overdoing it, not getting stressed out, not having it be a chore. When it became a chore and it became difficult, and I was losing sleep, then I had to make a change. And it's all about bringing positive content and trying to inspire people who inspire others and pay it forward.
Mm.
And so that's where I'm kind of at with it.
Scott Christopher,
And
good morning.
pardon?
Oh, I said, good morning, Scott Christopher.
Yes. Good morning, Scott. Yeah. So, yeah, I just told him he needed to eat something and rest, and it's all good, you know? It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Um, that's why I do this, so that I can make a connection. Thankfully, for a moment there, I was repeating my affirmations, my I am statements,
Hmm.
which I think is so important. It's just part of my routine.
Yeah. And if you got someone there agreeing with you when you're doing that, that's even better. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't read them online. I read them to myself.
Oh, okay.
I got them memorized now.
Yeah, I used to do that a lot. I had certain things memorized.
Well, that's part of the consistency and a lot of work and the discipline and
Yeah,
the
all that work
determination to try and
and really,
achieve my goals and my dreams. And I do have goals and dreams, and they're manifesting on a daily basis.
that's good.
And you know, I just am feel blessed that I'm able to do it. You know, that I had another day. You know, to be able to do this.
Yeah. Goal that is specific and clear is, let's see if I got that right. Goal that is specific and clear is attainable and near. There. I
So
remember
we've
hearing
got
that.
the sun coming up. Um,
Yeah.
it's going to be up in a few moments here, and I've got a bunch I got to do yet because I have to go to got to go back to the house, and then I've got to get my granddaughter up, and then I've got to feed cats, clean litter boxes,
Mm.
um, and load my truck up and go up to St. Petersburg, Florida, which is
Ooh.
just north there, about 40 minutes. And I should be pretty close to being on the water where I'm going, but I got to go up there and I got to work. I got to get that done, and then prepare myself for tomorrow.
I used to
And
St. Petersburg a lot when I was a kid.
yeah, I've still got a lot yet to do, and I'm on a time limit here. I got to just be rolling out the door here in about an hour.
Ah.
Um, so yeah, I really appreciate you taking time to come and join us here and speak. And you know, I really admire what you're doing there. And you know, I'm grateful that you came and joined us here and spoke to the group here
Yeah,
this morning.
with my backdrop of the shades down, and the sun's coming up over here, and it's nice and cool. It's almost, I can almost imagine myself there, because I have watched more than one sunrise, um,
Mm-hmm.
night of drinking. Um,
It's great fun. It's great fun. It takes a lot of time, and I know everybody can't necessarily stay all that time. Lynn, welcome. Because, you know, yeah, it's hard to carve away an hour just to watch a video,
like,
but it's nice to see the sun come up. It's just peeking up over the tree line right now,
if I was,
and
I'd be at
that's
work.
why I put it up actually, and I should have done that earlier. I wasn't paying close attention, but I'll do that right now. We are on YouTube. And we do have about 90 plus videos uploaded, and you can go at your convenience and leisure and do that and watch that. And
Hmm.
so let me see, I believe I've got that link here somewhere. I thought I had copied it.
Oh, I never gave you my original YouTube channel link. Um,
No, not yet.
I forgot.
Um,
Distracted.
all
That's my,
right, so of course I'm not seeing that link right this second.
oh,
So
well,
whatever.
oh, I have to do it from the computer. Um,
Yeah,
YouTube.
no, that's fine. I was thinking I had the link for the YouTube. I'll go back for everybody and I'll post that link up so that you can go back at your convenience and watch it. And and that's why we put it up there, so it's there so that people can do it. So I'm gonna step up here because I've got to wrap this up. And I'm going to do a closing prayer.
Okay.
And so thank you very much, Robert. Love you. And hey, we'll talk soon. And feel free to go ahead and I'll try and message you and we'll try and connect here and we'll talk about the Yes You Can Inspired to Achieve.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, awesome. Awesome.
Okay. Bye for now.
Yes, bye for now. Take care. Enjoy it. Thank you, everyone. I do appreciate you taking time to join us here. This is Stephen Smith. That's who I am. And I am bringing to you real often when I bring a guest on to speak. I brought Robert Brooker. He's a friend from my Live Masters group. Is where I actually, this is where this evolved from, is Live Masters. And it is a private group where you can do videos and just get more comfortable doing videos, live video, and not put it out there for the entire world to see until you're ready to do that. And so I was ready, and I've been doing this for a bit. I love it. I want to thank everybody that takes time to come and join me. I want to mention that I have a higher power. My higher power is God. And, you know, Jesus is my Savior. And through Jesus Christ's blood on the cross, I believe that I am saved from my sin. I know that I am an eternal person. I'm a human being having a spiritual experience. I try and enjoy this. I try and take it in, make the most of each day, and just be grateful. That's where I'm at. It's about positivity. It's about gratefulness. Today it's also about the acronym HURT. Hungry, angry, lonely, and tired. It's not a good place to be. If we're feeling those kinds of feelings, we need to just change that picture. We need to, number one, eat something if we're hungry. We need to change our thinking if we're angry and think about happy stuff and positive things or good memories or whatever it might take to get over that part of it. We need to recognize that if we're lonely, we should reach out and talk to somebody. And tired, we need to rest. Absolutely, because we need to take care of our bodies so that we can be our best. And that's what I'm trying to do. So my higher power, God, dear Lord, I'm going to pray to you right now. And I'm praying to you for myself as well as everybody that comes to watch this video, everybody that comes in on the live, has come in on the live, will come in on the replay, and those that don't even hear this message, that you somehow touch their hearts and let them know that there is hope, Lord. Lord, just be with us all. Help us to have a great day. Help us to just make the best of what we've got. If we're having difficult times, no matter what that situation might be, whether it is a relationship or financial or, you know, our thinking, you know, whatever the situation might be that seems so difficult, help us to overcome that difficulty, Lord, and help us to just move past that. And I know that the answer to the situation is acceptance. Acceptance is the answer to all my problems today. When I find something that is wrong with my life, a person, a place, or a thing, I have to recognize that it is supposed to be exactly that way right here and right now, and I need to accept that situation for what it is. And Lord, that way I can move on. And I have a saying, when you're stuck in a situation, it's because it's like a river, and rivers have eddies. An eddy is a whirlpool, and it is very difficult to get out of that if you're rafting down the river or if you're boating down the river. Very difficult to get out of that eddy. Lord, just help us to get out of the eddy, paddle, take whatever it takes, and go on down that river of life because we accepted our situation. Thank you, Lord. Be with us. Help us to manifest our dreams and our goals in abundance. Help us to be happy. Help us to enjoy life. And just help us to be healthy. And bless all those people that are suffering. Bless all those people that have been affected by the fires or war or whatever it might be. Help us to bring peace and love and joy to the world. Make the world a better place. And inspire people who inspire other people and pay it forward without expectation of a personal gain from it. Father, thank you for today. Thank you for this broadcast. And in Jesus' name I pray these words. Amen. And yes, so it is.
thank you very much. I appreciate everybody. I've got to run. I've got so much to do yet, and I hope you have a great day. Get your tasks done, and let's just enjoy it. It's a weekend. Let's have fun. Love ya. Take care. This is Stephen Smith with Live with Nature, and I'm signing off from Sarasota, Florida. Have an exceptionally great day, and bye for now. We'll see you soon. Denise, welcome. So for everybody that came in, feel free to go back, take a look at this. I'll take time in a little bit. I'll put the YouTube links up, and feel free to watch it at your leisure. In the meantime, it's a brand new day. That sun is shining super bright. It's awesome. I'm blessed, and so are you. You're awesome souls. Thank you for joining me. Take care, and let's make today great. Yesterday was an awesome day. I talked about doing random acts of kindness, which I did. It was pretty cool. Made me feel good. Let's shed love. Let's shed light. And if you happen to believe in my God, let's glorify Him. If you don't believe in my God, that's okay. I understand. I accept your position. But I do suggest you find a higher power. I don't necessarily suggest you find your higher power in yourself. I suggest that you find your higher power wherever you think it might be, whether it's a group of people, whether it's your friends, whether it's my God. I know that I did not create this situation. I know that creative thought makes things happen, and it makes things come, and manifestations. So it starts with a thought, and then an action plan. And that way I can manifest my goals and my dreams. Thank you. Take care. My very best to you. Enjoy.